Hey there everyone, welcome back to Game Vine, and my name is Dave, and Vine Nation, we're going to finish up a duel between battery packs and grips. So, let's do it. If you haven't seen the first video, the grips video, the Satisfy Grip won all out, so we're going to test its might, if you will, against the battery packs and which one I like to have on my Switch for the majority of the time. Now, I don't have many contenders for the battery packs because they're expensive and there's not many out there that vary enough for me to get. But the first one I have here is just an off-brand one. It says Zero Lemon on the back. It was the first one I got. It smells like plastic, big time. Ooh, like chemicals. I took a really bigger whiff of that than I thought I'd. Okay. Anyway, so this battery pack does a decent job. It is pretty heavy, and it opened from the top here, which is interesting. It's I don't know if that's good or bad. I can take or leave it. It doesn't feel like it's going to break my Switch, and it fits in pretty comfortably before I put it down on the C port. So that's what it kind of looks like. It is super heavy on the Switch as well. So this is more of, I would say, a good battery stand pack. So if you have something like you are going to a car trip and you want something to have on hand, because I have the old Switch and it doesn't have a really good battery pack, so I wanted to get something to replace it. Well, this was a good thing to have, and it comes with a really cool stand, but not something I'm going to have as a grip. So this one, Satisfy, you beat it. Okay, let's move over to the next one. Okay, so this one is called Big Blue, and it's called Big Blue because it comes with these little handles that you clip onto your Joy-Con and that can come on and off your Switch, and they won't get impeded. So that's pretty neat. Because the battery packs are heavy, normally, like I said, they would be a good stand kind of thing. But when you add the handles, it actually does make it more comfortable and takes a little bit of the weight off the focal point in the middle of the back of the Switch and puts a little more on your hands, so it feels a little more comfortable. But is it something that's going to beat the Satisfy Grip? Now, you got to take into consideration that this is a battery pack, and it's a good one at that. I think this holds like 12 hours. If I had to compare the two battery packs, this Big Blue would beat this guy out because of the handles. So he is better than the generic one. Am I going to take comfort? Because Satisfy Grip is way more comfortable. Am I going to take comfort over having more juice? Power juice. Yeah, I do. I think the Satisfy Grip, even though that I have more power for the Switch, I would rather have this if I go on a road trip and take like a battery pack with me. So, yeah, moving on, Satisfy Grip. One more contender. Let's see if he can beat him. So here we have something special. This is a grip for the Switch Lite and the regular Switch, and it's a battery pack, and it's a fan. Oh, now we're talking. This thing isn't that heavy. The battery life is about in the middle. I have about 3 to 5 extra hours of battery life. If I'm not running the fan, it might knock it down to 2, and it will definitely be the 3-hour mark. But the handles are decent. They're comfortable. I wish they were a little bigger for the pinky. It has a fan to cool down my heated Switch when it's playing those big games like Breath of the Wild. You know, you're going to have something. Now, it is loud, but we're not considering any kind of noise at this point. So I really like the way that the fan kind of blows some of the sweat off my hands and cool off my Switch, and then I hit the button twice, and not only is it cooling off my Switch, it's powering it up. Now, you can't power it up without the fan being on, so of course when I said it would be up more than like the 3 to 2 hour mark, I misspoke. It's going to be like 3 to 5 hours regardless, because the fan is going to run. So when I play, that's how much life I got. Now, this is comfortable. I do play with this a lot. It has many factors. It's like a grip Swiss Army knife. And the Satisfy Grip, I'm going to say, has its work cut out for it. Now, it is more comfortable. The Satisfy grip is way more comfortable. I'm going to give it that. But the practicality, the utility of this off-brand iPlay fan power grip, for me, it wins. It beats the Satisfy grip. Now, it's not as comfortable, but it does have fan kind of make everything cool around me, and it has a little bit of juice that I can have in a very light package, and my fingers rest pretty well, and index fingers rest pretty well while I'm not hitting the trigger. So if you didn't think the Satisfy grip was going to get beat, well, you should have put your money on a different horse, because this guy is my favorite grip. I use this more often. Now, I do switch between the two, but if I am honest with myself, I normally go to bed with this because I'm playing games that overheat, and I don't want that while I'm sleeping and trying to get comfortable. Be it noisy, is still pretty cool. So thank you so much for joining me in today of this two-part series, and we wrapped it up and we chose a winner overall. I hope it was informational, and if you want any of these things, any of the grips, I'm going to more of the battery grips, I'm going to leave a link down below. Now, if you like the video, click a like, and if you don't like the video, click dislike, and let me know down in the comments why you don't like it so I can improve in the future. Now, Vine Nation, if you are new, hit subscribe. If you are returning, really do appreciate it. Have a great rest of your day and a great time with all you play. I've been Dave here at GameVine, and I'm out. Bye. Miko, it's time to go. Good girl, Miko.